right, let's move on to Sony.
Yay!
I like how Ellie's their mascot here on this webpage. I'll leave it on Spider-Man, though. That was a big thing. Okay, so Sony, their conference.
Weird conference.
Where do we begin with this? Okay, so I was very excited for Sony.
So was I.
It was so freaking weird. Like, I can't even get around the fact is why whoever was in charge of this presentation should be fired.
I agree.
It was so weird.
I understand what they were trying to do with like the barnyard, like lights and everything, and the two different locations.
He was making fun of the fact too that it was like in the church setup.
Yeah,
it's like here we are in this church.
Yeah, I know.
For some freaking reason.
With that being said,
now go watch this guy play the banjo for an hour.
That was also. I thought he was just gonna play like behind, like back, like a sizzle reel of Last of Us or something, and it was not that.
It was just people.
It was a full blown like musical.
This poor guy sitting there getting all into his jam, and everyone's like, "Where the hell
with
the
his
game?"
hood on.
All you had to do was show games.
I know.
That's all you had to do.
But people were getting upset because that's all they were doing recently. They were doing like the stage and just showing trailers.
In retrospect, they had it right.
I would have been fine with it.
I mean, you don't have a Phil Spencer on your side.
Yeah.
So you don't even try to mimic it. Just
do
give us the trailer of the games. Really, that's what I envy. That's what I look at Nintendo for. Because, people are like, oh, they don't have a conference, they have a direct. Well, they kind of just get to the point.
Yeah.
So, you want to talk about grades? Or you want to talk about the games first?
Let's talk about games first.
All right. Sony, on the other hand, has exclusives.
Yes, they do. Very much so.
Very awesome looking exclusives. Let's talk Spider-Man first, because that's going to be the first release.
Yeah, that's what they actually ended with. But
yeah. Now, having seen more gameplay, what do you think?
I like what I saw. Obviously, the big thing was like showing like all these known enemies.
Right. The Sinister Six.
Well, I guess it's the Sinister Six. Mr. Negative, I don't think was ever part of the Sinister Six, but I might be wrong. So try and correct me.
He might be a new guy for the game.
Yeah, he is. And then obviously they were going to reveal something at the end of the trailer.
It's probably Mysterio.
It's fine. The fighting is definitely very much like a Batman type of fighter. It is kind of weird. Some people have made mentions of, they kind of attack you one at a time, or two at a time. It might have been on easy mode for all we know. I don't even know. I'm not going to get too into the weeds because that kind of stuff can change. But seeing all the enemies was great. They're still very much like, I feel like there's a lot of QuickTime stuff that they're still not kind of showing us.
Yeah.
It's like a lot of cool stuff is somewhat QuickTime. But the one thing that I was actually more excited for is in the post-show, they showed the actual open world gameplay. And the open world looks really good. But that's why I don't know why. I understand why they showed this, but I don't know why they didn't actually show it as the open world stuff as part of the conference. Like they show it's New York City. You're swinging through New York City. It's really nice, and there's stuff for you to do within the city. I just don't know why they didn't actually make that part of the conference for a game that's coming out in September.
I guess because this had more cinematic oomph to it.
Yeah, it definitely did.
I guess kind of like get everyone's attention, and I mean, I guess that's why they had the post to keep people sitting around. But as soon as that was over, I went to bed. I didn't care about the post. I was just like, So, but the game looks very interesting. One scene in particular I liked is when he was climbing the wall,
the silo or
the
whatever.
Silo.
Yeah.
I thought that was a cool scene, and Electro was throwing all this stuff at you. So that was cool. I think it's interesting. I think it's gonna be a good game. How did you like the post show with the swinging and the?
I thought the open world looks really good. It looks like there's stuff to do in it too. So hopefully,
like the swinging looked fluid and stuff.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
everything looks fine. I just hope that there's enough stuff in the world to do to keep you occupied. Like I hope it's not just like, oh, this person stole my purse, and that's like one side thing.
Well, that's
a
another
consistent thing over and over and over again.
Because with the Batman, you have Arkham City, so there's so much stuff going on.
In Arkham, though, see, they get you because you have all those guys trash talking Batman, and you can't allow that. So even if they're not doing anything wrong, you gotta go show him what's up with Batman. You know what I mean? You have to go down there and be like, "Hey, I'm Batman. I heard what you said about me, and now you're in trouble."
You gotta make them fear the night.
Yeah, exactly. Tell your friends about me.
So we'll talk this one here.
Last of Us.
Last of Us Part Deuce. The gameplay, I mean, for me, I thought it was great. I kind of texted out to you. I said, "Wow, it looks great," and you said it looks like The Last of Us.
Looks like The Last of Us.
You know, probably better, a little bit better graphics and
Yeah.
stuff like that. For me, though, I find it very interesting the way that the enemies interact. Like, I feel like that's very
Yeah.
good AI. Speaking
Yeah,
of
yeah,
AI, which is actually this guy on Twitter. I forget the what game it was from.
Guy on Twitter.
The guy on Twitter.
Guy on Twitter.
He was a publisher, developer.
Okay.
For a game, and he actually someone was saying giving praise to Naughty Dog for this presentation,
Yeah.
for the cinematic and everything, and the gameplay and everything, and then it was just like, yeah, the graphics are great, the gameplay's great, I can't believe it looked like this, and then underneath he tweeted, and fake. And
Okay.
so, I mean, he took it down. He was saying, I didn't mean it that way. But
Uh-huh.
what he seemed to imply was it was I was questioning,
It's like a fluff piece.
was it like something that was rehearsed in
Yeah.
a way? Like,
Some of them are.
well,
yeah.
you know what I mean? When I say rehearsed, meaning like everything's designed to be like, make it look more real than it is.
Yeah.
Like, for instance, if I shoot the wall, like someone comes up to the wall, checks out the wall first. But in the actual game, they just come at you.
Yeah.
Like, there is no like AI to the
Yeah.
characters or life. In this game, it looked like every enemy had its own. It looked very lifelike, you know, their interactions, the ways they were looking for Ellie under the car.
Yeah.
You know, every time they got hit by something, it was like that specific spot got hurt.
Yeah.
And that's, for me, those were the small details I looked at and was actually blown away by, because I was like, wow, just the way that the enemies are interacting.
Yeah.
You know, like, for instance, we played, I mean, this is something different, but when we played Far Cry 5, my complaint was everyone looked the same, everyone acted the same. You know what I mean? But this, it felt like every little bad guy had its own little personality. AI.
Yes.
They're coming.
AI.
They're coming to get us.
Slowly but surely. But yeah, no, like I said, it looks like Last of Us to me. I didn't see anything that was like, oh my god, it's still very much Last of Us.
Yeah.
Again, for Last of Us, for me, it's going to be the story at this point.
I'm not sure where they were going with. I didn't play the
Left Behind.
Left Behind.
That's why you don't. That's why you're confused about what you saw.
Well, I'm not confused about what I saw. Like, I don't care that she's kissing somebody, but I just don't know who that other person is.
That other person has nothing to do with Left Behind.
That wasn't okay.
No.
So yeah, I don't care about her status in life or anything like that. I don't know if that did anything for the story.
Well, I think it was more along the lines of they were bridging why they should be afraid of Ellie. So it was serving a two-purpose type of a how do I say it? They were trying to show that the guy should be afraid of her because evidently she can get the prettiest girl in the area.
I got you.
And at the same time,
she's a
threat
to both worlds.
To both worlds.
In
Yeah,
both
exactly.
Worlds. Gotcha.
So that's what they were kind of going with.
Because
I think that's why
the guy
they
was.
showed it.
I got you.
Yeah.
Makes sense. This guy here gets it. But I didn't play the other games.
And at this point, I mean, in all honesty, too, I just want to kind of, I don't want to see any more of Last of Us. I just kind of want to play it. You know, I don't want the ins and outs of.
I think that's why they're
so.
teasing slow bits like that.
Yeah.
Because they want to keep their story wrapped. They want to have surprises where surprises need to be.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like this trailer didn't really give anything away. It was just kind of like, I don't know. You have the first trailer which showed, I guess, Ellie's mom or something.
We don't know what she is.
Yeah. But anyway, that was like a very dark and gritty. This is more like an empowering, character. Because Ellie was missing, really, for like a lot of questions were asked, like what's going on with what's going with the first trailer, which was she was playing a guitar.
Yeah.
And you assume it was Joel walking in.
That was Joel, yeah.
Sorry, I was taking a sip of water.
Okay.
In mid-thought. Anyway, Last of Us, obviously, it's a Naughty Dog product. It's probably going to be amazing.
I think so. We'll see.
You know, it's just another Sony exclusive that's probably going to knock it out of the park. Once again, Sony does exclusives well. Their services, they're not as happy as Phil Spencer is, but Now, Neo 2, is that an exclusive?
I don't know.
I know Jonah.
Neo 1 was exclusive.
Yeah. Did you play Neo?
No, I didn't.
Jonah did.
That's all Jonah.
I know Jonah really enjoyed that game.
So I don't know. Maybe it might come to multi-plat this time because it was a third-party publisher.
Yeah.
They didn't make. Sony didn't make Neo.
Right.
Or publish it.
Now, we have to talk about this game because
very briefly, because I'm tired.
I am
wasting my time with it.
very sick of Death Stranding. Carmine's falling asleep. It's like a hypnosis trigger for him. It's like sleep. All you have to say is Death Stranding. How many years now? 3 years. 3 E3s.
3 E3s, and there's at least been like 1 or 2 Game Award shows.
Yeah. What they've shown here was a Norman Reedus walking around, afraid of an invisible hand monster.
Yes.
I mean that's that's beyond the point of what I'm talking about. But it's basically this game. It doesn't show what the point is. It looks like you're transporting bodies or body parts.
I mean, I think this kind of just sums up all my confusion. Even in this line here on Forbes. All right, I'm pretty sure that the fetus powers a ghost detector. That's all I really needed. That's all my questions right there. Like I'm confused about what I saw. And at the end of the day, I've said it multiple times. He just needs to go away. Just go away and make the game because we still don't know what kind of game this is. I guess it's a third-person type of a game. They show him walking through, the fields and stuff like that. But other than that, I don't know. And I'm exhausted about talking about it.
The problem is no one's making promises about the game, so it's not like
we don't even have a date.
We just don't have any window. Honestly, I'm not excited for this game. I'm not impressed by this game. I don't care about this game.
They keep adding actors.
If it's something that comes out and it's fantastic, great. But at this point.
I don't care.
It's to me. I think this is. I'm over. I mean, let us know in the comments below what you think of Death Stranding. Does this mystery excite you? Just the fact that Norman Reedus is in it excite you? For me, nothing about this game excites me. I'm out. Don't care. If it comes out, it's great. I'll play it. But right now, have no interest.
Yep.
There's no hype at all, which might be a good thing because it might be amazing, and I just don't know. Trover Saves the Universe. I laughed out loud during this trailer. I don't know if you ever seen Rick and Morty.
I haven't seen Rick
but
and
it's
Morty.
by the same guy that does it, and it was just funny. I don't know if it's exclusive. I don't know if I'll play it.
I'm assuming it's not.
But it just seemed really, really
out there,
really funny. Now, this game excited the hell out of me. It excites the hell out of me. But it's not exclusive.
No.
But Resident Evil 2, the remake, I didn't know what they were gonna do with it. It's not like a Resident Evil 1 for the GameCube, I guess. Or I should say maybe it is kind of like that, but I feel like this one's gonna be a little bit different. But I don't know. But this has more modern gameplay, I guess, to it. So I'm very excited for that. The trailer was really cool. I like the perspective that you're a rat at first. You have no idea what's happening. And
they pan to
Leon at the end.
Yep.
So that was cool. Control.
I'm very interested in this game.
I am very interested in this game. That trailer was very interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's an exclusive. If it is.
It's done by Remedy, though. The same guys that did Quantum Break, Alan Wake, and Max Payne, the original Max Payne games.
Yeah.
I'm very interested.
Very interested.
I like what Remedy's done, so I am very interested.
The graphics looked like I don't know if it was I don't know if they're 3D models or they're just like real life something, but it looked real. It was like real life something going on. So,
I'm intrigued. I'm all about it. I'm down.
Yeah, that's how you do it, Death Stranding. You don't give us weird shit.
I understand it's probably a third-person action game, and that's all I need to know. She's got some weird a Rubik Cube gun or some nonsense. All right, fine.
Yeah.
I got it. Let's go. You can force powers.
Yeah.
You're like a Jedi.
Just do it.
Let's do it.
So, Ghost of Tsushima.
Looks really pretty. I'm kind of cold on it, though, especially after hearing that there is no supernatural elements to it, supposedly. on
Like the first
Game Informer
teaser.
show. Yeah, the Game Informer show podcast. We're talking about it. Well, that's the thing. Like the first teaser, the guy's like in flames. So I'm like, oh, is he gonna have superpowers? Like, tell me.
Yeah, it made it seem like you come back as like the supernatural.
That would be awesome.
Maybe they said that you don't.
There's no supernatural. That's what they're told the Game Informer.
Oh, they actually.
I guess that
the game itself. Yeah. It's not just like a demo.
There's no supernatural. Okay. So I mean, maybe it could be, and maybe it's something that they're trying to keep under wraps right now. Yeah. This looks really nice. Really,
it looked
really
gorgeous.
Pretty. Yeah, absolutely.
That scene where he's riding through the flower meadow with the horse.
Yep. It looks like it could be like the Witcher, like the samurai Witcher game that people maybe have wanted all their lives.
right.
So I don't know. It's not enough for me. Like I gotta find out more.
It could be too.
Really cool.
I don't know. For me, it might be too slow paced.
Yeah.
What I saw with the combat, it looked okay.
Yeah.
I did like the fact that like he did cut the guy's arm off at one point.
Yep.
I hope you can do more of that. Like I don't want the stiff. Where
you want the one slice.
Yeah,
I
want an actual like samurai where you have a sword, it's gonna do the sword damage. Like I want to see limbs flying. I know it's crazy thought, but that's what I want to see in the game.
Go big or go home. But like I'm hesitant to be super excited, but we'll see how it goes.
Yeah. So then Destiny. I mean, you could talk about.
Oh my God, they're gonna kill Cade.
So, I kind of got excited because I thought this was going to be like some sort of exclusive for Sony, but obviously it's not. It's just,
no, there was no word about exclusive content for Sony, which is really interesting too. I guess maybe Bungie or Activision are getting away from it. But yeah, killed Cade. They confirmed that Cade's dead. Wow. Cade 6 is one of the best characters, voiced by Nathan Fillion.
He'll come back as Cade 7.
They're saying he's not. They're saying he's dead. So unless they do something, my suspicion is that Nathan Fillion is a really busy guy nowadays, and they probably don't want to pay him anymore. Just like they didn't want to pay Dinklebot to come back and be the ghost.
So we'll just say his rent is going up.
I want to say that probably. Yeah. So this might have been his last bit as Cade, unless they can figure out a way to bring him back, but I don't know.
Well, it's interesting. I thought it was a nice dark tone to the game.
Yeah, and that prince is the prince from the first Destiny. You finished the first Destiny campaign, right?
Yeah.
You know the guy that's like kind of like mocking you in front of the queen, like the queen's brother? That's the guy that killed Cade.
So he's kind of back.
I'm going to go kick his ass.
Revenge. Well, it's good. It gives like a want to.
That's the thing, and that's why I think a lot of people are saying that it's actually a good thing that they killed off somebody that you care about because it brings in.
Yeah, because most of Destiny for me, I didn't feel an attachment to it, like story wise.
Yeah.
Like, well, we've got into it before. If you want to hear more, listen to our other podcasts.
Yes, all of them.
All of them
on YouTube.
Every single one. Talked Last of Us.
Talked about that. Some guy there I don't even know about.
Yeah. Anywho, so that's basically the Sony press conference. What would you grade this presentation?
B.
Presentation B.
B.
Ooh.
Maybe lower. I don't like the way they did the little intermission thing. It was stupid.
I hated their presentation. I liked the games. But as a conference presentation...
But that's the thing, I did really like the game. So I'm going to say a B-. That's what I'm going to stick with.
I'm going C.
Okay.
I'm going C because this is a presentation.
Yeah, and it was a bad presentation.
The presentation, I was so like I was so pumped for Sony, where my wife and I were watching a movie, like I put on I was trying to watch the movie and listen at the same time, I was getting hyped, I was getting humped. I was getting... What movie were you watching? Or not watching? But, no, I was... watching on my phone, and then I was getting hyped, and then all of a sudden, I'm sitting there watching some guy play a banjo or some other instrument that I don't know the name of. Don't yell at me. But anyway, the guy played awesome. It was fantastic. Not what I wanted to see.
Okay.
And then they do a stupid intermission where the guy was trying to make it seem so interesting and be like, "We're gonna be right back in a few minutes." Oh, we're just waiting for the entire crowd to move from a church to this tent.
Poor planning.
Why would you do that to the crowd?
Poor planning.
I didn't even want to do it, and I was sitting on my couch. Yeah. Why would you make an audience move? Anyway, then you had a guy play a flute for another hour.
Yeah, there was that.
Which, no. If you're going to have him do it while the game plays on, great. Games, I enjoyed. Resident Evil 2, I loved the reveal for that. Exclusives, I enjoyed the exclusives that I saw. Presentation, horrible. The person in charge should be fired. I'm giving it a C because of games only.
Okay. I agree.
And if it wasn't for the games, it'd be an F.
I'll go to B-.
I would give it a D but the curve.
Sure.
So, but anyway, let us know in the comments below what you thought of the Sony press conference.
They got a B- because I gave Black Ops 3 for free.
Okay. Well, there you go.